Hello, friends. I'm Marv, back with another episode of the IT Business Podcast, coming at you from Orlando, Florida. We are here at IT Nation. We are moving on with day 2, folks. And let me first say thank you to Thread for being the presenting sponsor for all the podcasts here at the show. Right now, we are joined by, I'm going to call him a fan favorite, the man with the glasses, Eric Torres. And he's got a long title, folks, the Vice President of Community and Channel Engagement.
That is correct.
Did I get him in the right order? Because I know that...
I even have to think about it. VP of Channel and Community Engagement. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. You're going to have to start doing the acronyms like the doctors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
VP, CCE.
Yeah. Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
All right. So as we were chatting before the show here, it's been a full year.
Been a full year here at Pax8.
Pax8. How's life there? Are you fitting in? Rob taking care of you?
Oh, yeah. I couldn't be happier. Yeah. It's a wonderful team. It's a wonderful solution for our partners offering and really coming into my own here. It takes quite a bit when you're switching companies to really get a lay of the land, and I'm running full stride.
Yeah. Now, I mean, your last 3 positions, the positions themselves might be similar, but the company's completely different.
Completely different. Correct.
So how has it been? Because this is, I believe, if I'm looking at your history correct, this is your first cloud-based marketplace type thing. So you've got a load of products that you're dealing with, not just one specific vertical and stuff. How has it been adjusting to that?
It breathes some fire into what we do. So back in my early days in my career, when you had 1 or 2 products that you're selling to somebody or providing for somebody, you learn all about it and you have your ways of communicating that and educating folks. And with 143 vendors in our marketplace, it drives a lot of fire because there's so many good solutions out there that we can help people with, that no matter what stage in any journey an MSP is on and what they're using, we have something that can help.
Right.
So it's a lot of fun.
It's a little different than the we versus the world mentality, because I believe, and I don't want to say that was the mentality at Datto, but in a sense, everybody that was doing storage, BDR was your competitor.
Yeah, absolutely.
But now Pax8, you got to play nice with all the vendors.
You got to play nice with everybody, and that makes it easier too. It's I walk into an event like IT Nation, and everybody here, whether they are a vendor or an MSP, a provider, whatever it may be, there's a meaningful conversations that we can have, which is cool. It's fun.
Yeah. Now, for those that don't know, just to describe Pax8, leading cloud-based commerce marketplace. Now, it's a little bit of a misnomer because you've got the Pax8 marketplace.
Yep.
You guys also allow for MSPs to have their own marketplace inside of that.
Correct.
Was that announced 2 years ago and went live last year?
Correct.
Right.
And then we had advancements this past June at our partner conference Beyond. But essentially, it's creating a storefront so end users can go and do their shopping and do their investigation and research, and putting the MSP in control of what those end users are looking at. And that to me is one of the most exciting updates and features we have inside of our marketplace, is helping MSPs be able to control what end users are researching and looking for, and then offering solutions that just make sense.
Right. Let me go ahead and ask the question that I'm sure is getting asked by everybody, but how is AI being built into that platform?
It's involved in every single thing that we do. And it comes from the top down. Scott Chasen, our CEO, is all in on AI and is constantly challenging us and asking us, how can we do this smarter? How can we build it into what we're offering and use it internally while still offering this to our partners? And the coolest part, and I'll just share a quick feature of it, is we envision and we will have a way to conversate with your data, and being able to pull from all of the vendors that you're using, and being able to help make meaningful business decisions at a moment's notice, which in the past took years, it took hours and hours of research in order to get this information.
Right.
Now it's right there at your fingertips.
Well, that sounds great for us.
Yes.
Now, has anybody talked about the fear of, Pax8 taking that information and using it? Like, I don't know if I want you knowing my entire stack.
So the beauty of this is we only have access to what you want us to have access to. It's what you want to integrate within our marketplace. So you're the ones that are in control of that, and say, okay,
nice.
Well, if we have a specific vendor that we want to extract data from, let's create the integration and have it in there. And speaking of that integration, we're launching one-click integrations now with Model Context Protocol servers, which is awfully exciting. That provides us the ability to have that conversation with the data. So again, putting that power in the MSP's hands and what they want to share and not share.
Okay. So you guys talked about a concept that I think most of us laughed at when we heard it, but the idea of the managed intelligence provider, the MIP.
The MIP.
You guys, I haven't heard the jingle yet, a song or anything. But that was kind of a big deal announced earlier this year, of course, with agentic AI.
Sure.
And all of that. Where do we sit with all of that right now?
So we envision, and it's coming to life, how AI is completely transforming everything that we do, and specifically for managed service providers. And every MSP is on a different stage of this journey, and they need some help. They need some guidance. Some of them are creating agents, selling agents, and running with that. Some of them are just getting their toes wet. So our managed intelligence provider ecosystem starts with a guided growth assessment, where we can help pinpoint where an MSP is in that journey, and then what kind of curriculum and content and ways that we can help train them, educate them, bring it into market for them. And we've written an entire managed intelligence playbook that follows through exactly what to do, how to do it, when to do it, and truly transform their business. And we're seeing MSPs that are doing it today. It is taking off, and it's exciting. Nice.
Now, how much of that is separate that you guys are doing? How much of that is in Pax8 University, or is it kind of everywhere?
It's a little bit of everything. It has a lot to do with our academy and our curriculum and educational resources, because again, MSPs are at different stages of this journey, and some of them need different types of help, whether it's even having that conversation with their customers or their internal staff to actually building agents. And we have curriculum and content on doing all of that.
Yeah. You mentioned agents.
Yes.
So I've seen out there you guys are coming out with an agent store.
Correct. Yes.
Tell us about that.
Awfully
First
exciting.
of all, what is the agent store?
So just like Pax8 is the marketplace for SaaS products and goods, it's the same sense with agents. So we are launching an agent store where MSPs will be able to research and purchase agents themselves, or even sell agents. We're in beta. We're starting beta next month, where MSPs that are creating agents either for internal use, for other MSPs, or for end users, and going out there and having that additional revenue stream where they could go in and sell what they have built and monetize it. And we have a number of MSPs that are knocking on the door saying, yes, I've created all these things. I would love to have that additional revenue stream. We even have just buying into the whole managed intelligence provider. We have a partner of ours in Edmonton, Alt Tech, that has spun off an entirely new business called Managed Intelligence Provider Global, MIP Global, where they're doing exactly that for MSPs. MSPs are their clients, where they're going in and saying, I can help, I can create agents for you that will help you internally, or that you can in turn sell to your clients.
So help me understand the agents, because I've seen a couple of different models. Of course, there's the agents that can just kind of help push through tickets and do some automation there in the background, tie ticket information to documentation.
Sure.
And I'm starting to see user agents in a sense where they're employee type agents taking over, receptionist, help desk, executive assistant,
Sure.
cleaning in your mailbox and stuff. Are we talking about those types of agents? Or are we talking more specific tech related agents?
Yes.
Do you know?
Yes. The answer is all of it.
Okay.
It is a lot of these agents are for internal use and being able to take care of end users faster, and more efficiently. And then for the end user side of it, I had a wonderful example from an MSP that I met back in June at another industry event, and he raised his hand saying, "Yeah, I'm already creating this and selling this to my clients." So I asked him, "Give me some examples. What have you built? What are you selling?" And his vertical was restaurant and hospitality. And he had built an agent that was essentially a person that would answer the phone and be able to make logical decisions based on what was asked of it, much like a chat agent.
Right.
But this one was for restaurants, where if you call the restaurant and say, "What are your hours?" or "I need a reservation," or "We're hosting an event for 20 people. I need a private room. I need a set menu. I need AV. I need this room set up a specific way," and it would just create it for them and do that. Same thing with hotels. We're coming to IT Nation. I need a hotel reserved for 200 people at this event, and here's what I need. And those are the types of things for the end users where this would take people and hours of work to do, where somebody was able to create an agent and streamline that.
Do you think somebody could offer an agent that would get us better Wi-Fi?
Oh, I would love that. Especially at a lot of these industry events.
All right. So both of those sound like pretty cool things. What's been something that's like surprised or blown even your mind that you've seen recently?
Our chat feature within our marketplace is something that I think is going to revolutionize. When I say having a conversation with your data, and I give this as an example, imagine as an MSP, you have a meeting with a client next week, Wednesday. You can have a conversation with your data today to say, "I'm meeting with Acme Manufacturing Company next Wednesday. Pull up every license that is going to come up for renewal in the next 60 days. I want you to summarize the value of that license, why that customer needs it, and why they should be renewing it. Then I also want you to tell me any open tickets, the status of those tickets. I need to know the updates on all the projects that we have going on for them, so that if questions do come up, that I'll be ready to answer."
Okay.
Then I want my data to also email me on Monday morning and give me a summary of all of this, so I can study it. So my meeting on Wednesday, I'm prepared. That's the type of things where I'm going, holy cow, we're able to take what would take hours of work, really boil it down to a few minutes, and have better information behind it.
So these all sound great, and of course that means we've got to connect all of our information. We've got to connect our knowledge base. We've got to connect our PSA, our RMM, all of that stuff. Do you see like a universal agent at some point with all of this stuff, or?
Interesting.
Because because part of me is thinking, okay, there's going to be something missing. Like, we still have disparate, servers. We still have, cloud discrepancies where some of our data is here, some of our data is there. They all don't talk to each other. At some point, we've got to have them all talk to each other.
Yeah, wholeheartedly agree. And I think the way that this is going, it's AI can't be looked at as a separate service, a revenue stream. This is now the platform in which we're doing business. So yes, you will have some sort of way to connect all of that together, and it has to sprawl out and gather the information from the tools that you're using, which inherently there's concerns with security and things like that. That's where the onus is on us vendors to make sure that we are compliant, that we are creating these integrations with the utmost scrutiny to make sure we're not opening anybody up to any vulnerabilities.
So I just realized I'm asking you questions as if you're a dev engineer making all this happen.
I play one. I play one on TV.
You're supposed to be a community guy telling us, oh, this will make your life better and stuff. But I imagine you probably get a ton of questions, and at some point you're like, dude, I can't answer that.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's been my entire career. And I the way that I approach that is, look, I need to find somebody much smarter than myself that can help, and let me do that, and I can get somebody over to you. But yeah, certainly, and I do get the security questions, the vulnerability questions, and all of that. There's a lot of concern out there, and again, it's up to us as vendors to make sure that we're doing things right and we're providing good, sound solutions.
All right. So let me change gears here and ask a question I'm sure a lot of people have asked. Pax8 Beyond is in Salt Lake City.
Salt Lake City.
I've never heard of a conference out in Salt Lake City.
That's why we chose it.
Dude, is there a place big enough for Pax8 Beyond in Salt Lake?
There is a place big enough, and I've only traveled through the airport in Salt Lake City. It's been on my list to go to.
You haven't seen anything yet?
No, I haven't. I'm not on the team that goes and scouts out the locations, but the ones that do that are seasoned vets in determining the cities, the locations, the venues that can host an event that size.
Right. Does Rob know? Has he been there?
Oh yeah, Rob's been there a few
time.
times. Yeah,
okay.
absolutely.
All right. It'll be interesting.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great time.
I haven't found a direct flight yet. That's my key. Yeah.
Well, it's a Delta hub, so they're Delta flies in and out of Salt Lake City.
I'll have to check.
Yeah.
I may have to go to a different airport.
Yeah.
Oh well, it'll work. All right, my friend. How are you enjoying your time here? Did you see the Google Dolls?
I got to check out the Google Dolls last night. It was pretty cool. IT Nation is at the upper echelon of events. I've loved these events for years, and it never disappoints. And just seeing all my wonderful friends in one spot for a couple days, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I know you've been to Orlando many times, but looking forward to Universal.
I am.
Yeah.
I am. It's the highlight of the year. The end of the year is always the IT Nation party. Yeah.
All right. What plans do you have holiday wise?
A lot of relaxation.
Yeah.
I've been on the road a lot this year, and I just want to be home and with loved ones and take it easy.
Sleep in your own bed.
Yeah.
Poop in your own toilet.
Yeah, that's going to be great.
All right, Torres. Well, I'll let you get going. Looks like we've got refreshments out here. I got to get some tea for my throat, and I'm sure you've got places to be.
I do.
You're man in demand.
All right.
So thank you very much again, folks. Eric Torres. Let me pull this title up. Vice President of Channel and Community Engagement at Pax8. Thank you, dude.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
We'll be back with more from IT Nation, folks. We'll see you then. Holla.